Okay, I'll start now. We were doing the chapter force and pressure. Your syllabus will be chapter number 1, 2, 3 for the unit for the first time exams. 1 to 3. Chapter number 1, 2, and 3, and the paper will be of 50 marks. That will be converted into 80 marks. Okay, and your unit test marks will be added. Yeah, this will be 50 marks paper. First term exam will be 50 marks. Yeah, yeah. 50 marks will be 50 marks will be converted into 80 marks, and unit test marks we already have, so that will be added. You will not get, you will see there in the first term result only. Okay, when the first term result will be dictated, then it will be shown there, I suppose. Your first term marks and then your first unit test marks will be shown there. Your first term marks will be shown out of 80 marks, and the unit test marks is 20 marks will be added up, will be shown there, I suppose, in the first term. All right. So let us complete the chapter. Force and pressure. We were doing the last part, atmospheric pressure. If you remember it, atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by the air column on all of us. Pressure exerted by the gases of the atmosphere on all of us is called atmospheric pressure, because they also have certain weight, and due to the weight they exert pressure. And that pressure is called atmospheric pressure. What is the value of normal atmospheric pressure at the mean sea level? What is the value of normal atmospheric pressure? Last time I gave you the value. Please remember that value. What is the value of normal atmospheric pressure? Do you remember? Normal pressure value is how much? Normal atmospheric pressure value was how much? Atmospheric pressure. What was the value of this? Tell me, what is the value of normal atmospheric pressure at the mean sea level? How much? How much is the value? Do you know the value? I gave last time the value. What was the value? Tell me, share with me if you know. 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Approximately, we can just add this approx. Actual value is 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascals or Newton per meter square. This thing we are approximating and writing 1 into 10 to the power of 5. We are rounding off and writing the value 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. This is the value of normal atmospheric pressure. 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascals. And this value of normal atmospheric pressure is very large. It is said that it is equal to the pressure exerted by 4 elephants. 4 elephants, how much ever pressure they will exert on the ground, that much is the value of the atmospheric pressure. But do we really feel so? Do you feel pressure of atmosphere on you? Though atmospheric pressure is enormous, very large, but do we feel that? Answer is no, we do not feel it. Do we feel extra pressure on us? And the pressure value is equal to the weight of the pressure exerted by 4 elephants on the ground. How much ever pressure the 4 elephants can exert on the ground is the value of the atmospheric pressure on us. But we do not feel so, because in our body we have blood pressure. Blood pressure balances that atmospheric pressure. Both of them are balancing each other. Blood also exerts the pressure equal to the atmospheric pressure. And as a result, the total pressure becomes 0. So we don't feel any extra pressure. So our blood pressure balances the atmospheric pressure. So this is the reason why we do not feel enormous pressure. We make use of atmospheric pressure in many cases. Last time I showed you the tin can experiment. And in your book on page number 51, you can turn over the page 51. Page number 51, and it is given some examples in daily life to show the existence of atmospheric pressure. We have some evidences of atmospheric pressure, and we are making use of atmospheric pressure in our daily life. What are the examples? First example is given when we drink any juice, we normally use a straw. We'll be using a straw pipe, narrow pipe we use, and we suck air from the pipe. Then the juice will be climbing up and will be going into our mouth and into our body. Why the liquid is going up into the mouth and into the body? Do you know the reason? This is due to atmospheric pressure, the liquid is climbing up. So the idea is that I'll just show you how it happens. Let us have a glass of juice and we are putting a straw here, like this, straw pipe. This atmosphere is exerting pressure everywhere, here also, here also, here also it is applying pressure, atmospheric pressure. Here also it is applying pressure. Air is present here also. Air is present in the pipe also. When we just put the straw inside the liquid, do you think the liquid or the juice will be climbing up here and will come over here? Answer is no. Liquid may climb up to little bit. It will climb up to a little height, smaller height. Okay. Now, when we suck air, when this air is removed by sucking, air from the pipe is removed. You are sucking and creating a vacuum here. You are creating a vacuum space over here, It is due to this pressure the liquid is climbing up. Okay, maybe network problem. Now how is it? Tell me. Is it clear now? It will clear up, like sometimes the network fluctuation also it may happen. All right now? Not yet. Okay. Okay. Now it is clear. Tell me that, then I'll continue. Okay. So when we remove air from it, we are creating vacuum in the pipe or vacuum in the straw. It is atmospheric pressure which will allow the liquid to be moving upward there, to be moving up. So the liquid starts climbing up and will be coming into our mouth and off. It is atmospheric pressure which makes the liquid to climb up. You must have seen a motor pump. At home, very often we use to reach water to a greater height. We use water pump. When you put the pump on, you must have seen the pipe through which the water is sent up, which carries water. What is the role of the pump? The pump will be sucking air from the pipe, like this. Will be removing air from the pipe and will be creating vacuum over there. And it is due to atmospheric pressure only the water will be climbing, will be moving up. If you don't create a vacuum here, then this air will block and will not allow the liquid to be climbing up. But when you remove it and create a vacuum, then what happens? The liquid starts climbing up. Same thing happens with a syringe. You know the injection syringe, you must have seen it. Nowadays the people are taking COVID vaccines. There is a syringe. You must have, there is a plunger there inside the syringe, inside the tube. When we have to take the liquid, the injection in the syringe, what do? We pull the plunger up like this way. And the liquid starts climbing up. Why? Because when you slowly you're removing air from it and creating vacuum. It is due to atmospheric pressure only the liquid, that is the injection, is climbing up in the syringe. And then when you press it, then only the liquid will be coming out. Once you fill the injection in the syringe, the injection or the liquid will not fall down itself. Unless we press the plunger from the back. Why it does not fall? Because once you remove it, again the atmospheric pressure blocking it. not allowing the liquid to fall down. So to overcome that atmospheric pressure, we have to press the plunger, then only the liquid will be forced out, will be coming out. Even the ink pen, fountain ink pen, there is a rubber bulb over there, isn't it? Before we fill the ink in the pen, we press the bulb and remove the air, and we put it inside the ink bottle. And when we release it, the ink clamps up in the pen. Once it goes inside, it doesn't come out itself unless you press the bulb. Once you press the bulb, all the ink will be flowing out, will be coming out. So there are many design type questions here. You have to answer on the basis of that. When you blow air in the balloon, what happens? It bulges out. And once you release it, it collapses. Why does it collapse? Because the atmospheric pressure makes it collapse. It is due to atmospheric pressure, the ink gets filled into a fountain pen. The next one is the water is drawn up from a well by a water pump. I talked about the water pump just now, sometimes back. A syringe gets filled with the liquid when its plunger is pulled up due to the atmospheric pressure acting on the liquid. Due to atmospheric pressure acting on the liquid is climbing up into the syringe and going into the syringe. You must have seen a rubber sucker which acts as a hanger. Rubber sucker, you first press the. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me when it is clear, you tell me that I'll continue. So that you can listen to me, you can hear me. Is it clear? Tell me. Yeah? Okay. Once it is clear, then you inform me. Okay, then I'll continue. Otherwise, I'll wait for a while. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. A rubber sucker, have you seen a rubber sucker? You know, like it will stick with the wall. A rubber sucker sticks with the wall and behaves as a hanger. You can hang something with that hanger. Your shirt and all know, like this is a emergency hanger, temporary hanger. Wherever you want, you can stick it with the wall. That is for rubber sucker. Rubber sucker has got a rubber at the back in the form of a bulb. You press the bulb, remove the air, and you bring it close to the wall and release it. Then due to atmospheric pressure, it remains stuck on the wall very tightly. It does not come out of it, and it can support heavy load also because atmospheric pressure is very large. And due to atmospheric pressure, it remains stuck with the wall. You must have seen lizards on the walls, they remain stuck with the wall. How come they remain stuck with the wall? Because they have got suction pads in their body. There is a suction pad, so they squeeze their body and remove the air from their body. Once they remove the air from their body, then atmospheric pressure makes them stuck with the wall. Atmospheric pressure presses them and they remain stuck with the wall. They will not fall down. Exactly same as a rubber sucker. And when the lizard has to move on the wall, they fill in air in the suction pad. The atmospheric pressure becomes less because their body pressure will be balancing the atmospheric pressure. Now they will be able to move on the wall. So this is the whole idea about the atmospheric pressure. The oil big can will be made two holes. Through one hole, atmospheric pressure will apply, and through the other hole, the liquid will be coming out. And the astronauts and mountaineers have a special astronauts and all. They wear a special kind of jacket in the space when they go into the space. Or in the mountaineers and all, you must have seen those who go on the Mount Everest and all. Yeah, they wear a special kind of jacket. That is a pressure jacket actually. And what is the reason behind? The reason is because once they go up, so the pressure decreases. Oxygen and all they carry, so oxygen will be less and the pressure will also be less. They will feel very uneasy. because their body pressure will be very large. The body pressure will be, uh, yes. So blood pressure will be more over there because atmospheric pressure is less, their blood pressure is more. There is a chance that their nose may bleed due to the larger body pressure or the atmospheric pressure. Because atmospheric pressure suddenly decreasing there, so their body pressure will become more, and that will cause the rupture of veins there in the nose, nostrils, and the nose may bleed. There is a chance of nose bleeding. So that a special jacket they due to low atmospheric pressure, the body pressure becomes more, and that large pressure causes the rupture of the veins, with rupture of the blood vessels on near the nostrils, and they start bleeding. Some people they bleed when they go on higher altitude. So this is the reason. Yeah, in the Mount Everest and all, there is a chance of nose bleeding. Understood? Yes. So this is all due to atmospheric pressure. These are the recent test questions we have. So we have finished it actually. The theory part is over. No, no, not practical. The questions and answers we will discuss. I'm not given the answers of each because don't go for the mugging up, rote learning. Okay, you learn the concepts and you apply concepts. Try to write your own answer. Okay, and correct answer. Don't definitions and all are there in the book also, and I've already dictated, and it's there. It should be there in your copy. So please go through it properly, all the definitions, units and all. And yeah, you will have short questions coming. All questions will be short, but you may have to upload your answers to show the necessary working. So all the instructions will be given in the question only. Okay. You know the method of uploading, no? What? Yeah, sums. Yes, sums will also come. And for the sums, we have to show the working. Yeah, you have to upload the working of the sums only. Only for numerical problems, you have to upload the working. Understand? For 2 hours we have one. Yeah, 2 hours time it should be enough. Otherwise, we make a little extra time for uploading. Let us see. There's a video. Oh, yeah, you may the time. We'll see to it. Time may be extended little bit. Mhm. Okay. Now, please turn page 55. Turn on page number 55. And please don't go by the answers given, okay, out there. Now, write true or false for each statement. Here in this case, what we will do, if the statement is false, we will correct it also, okay, by giving a particular word, a suitable word. Okay, first one. Write true or false for each statement. A, the SI unit of force is kgf. Is it true or false? SI unit of force is kgf. Share the answer with me. No, the SI unit of force is Newton, not kgf. So take this as false. The SI unit of force is Newton N. Correct it by writing N. kgf will cancel a right there N. Next one. A force always produces both the linear and turning motions. Can a force produce both the linear and turning motions? Answer is no, not at a time. Either, yeah, it is false. No, it can produce linear motion also. So a force is written always. The word always is wrong. Okay. If you just write a force can produce both the linear and turning motion, then it will be correct. Next question. Moment of force is equal to force. A force can produce. Cancel the word always. Cancel the word always and write that a force can produce. both the linear and turning motion. Okay, now C, part C. Moment of force is equal to force into perpendicular distance of force from the pivoted point. Is this correct? It is correct. Moment of force, but that is also called turning effect or torque. Formula I have given already, force into the perpendicular distance, F into D. So please learn that formula also well. So this is correct. C is correct. Not D. Yeah, MOF is equal to F into D. Very good. Not D. Less force is needed when applied at a farther distance from the pivoted point. It is true. When the distance is more, the force will be less. When the distance is less, force required will be more to produce turning effect. So this statement is correct. You don't have to correct it. Okay. Now E. For a given thrust, pressure is more on a surface of larger area. Larger area will have a less pressure, and a smaller area will have a more pressure. So you can correct it this way. Pressure is less. Cancel the word more and write there less. Pressure is less on a surface of large area. Pressure value will be less when the surface area is large. Yeah, correct. Now next one, F. The pressure on a surface increases with an increase in the thrust of the surface. Is it true or false? The answer is yes. More the thrust, that is more the force, more the pressure. So this is correct. F is correct. F is correct, so no need to correct it. Now G. A man exerts same pressure on the ground, whether he is standing or he is lying. So answer is false. Because when it is standing, less surface area, while standing he is exerting more pressure. While lying, less. While lying, less pressure, yes. You say a man exerts different pressure, you cannot cancel the word same and you can write that different pressure on the ground. Or if question asks you in which case is applying more pressure, you say while standing. Because area of surface will be in contact will be smaller. When the area is less, pressure will be more. Yes. Now, if it is hammer, it is easier to hammer a blunt nail into a piece of wood than a sharply pointed nail. Is it true or false? Is it easier to hammer a blunt nail than a sharp nail? Answer is false. Sharp nail is easy to, yeah, yes, because blunt nail will exert less pressure on the surface because of the larger surface area in contact. And the sharp nail will be having a pointed tip, the lesser area will exert more pressure, will prick easily into the surface, yes. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal, so this is true. I is true. So next one is water in a lake exerts pressure only at the bottom. No, liquid exerts pressure. I is true. I is true. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal. PA, no Pascal. This is true. So no need to correct. Now J. Number 8 is false. And I corrected. No, blunt nail. You think it is easy to prick blunt nail into the wood? No, because blunt nail will exert less pressure because of the larger area. Next one is the liquid exerts water in a lake exerts pressure only at the bottom. No, liquid and gases exert pressure in all directions because their molecules will move in all directions. No, so everywhere the molecules are exerting pressure. So this is false. You have to write water in a lake exerts pressure in all directions. Cancel the word only at its bottom. We write in all directions. Now K. A liquid exerts pressure in all directions. This is true. Gas exerts pressure in all directions. This is also true. The atmospheric pressure is nearly 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. 10 to the power of 5. This is the value. 1 into 10 to the power of 5 is nearly, that is approximately. This is also true. 1 into 10 to the power of 5 is same as 10 to the power of 5 Pascals. This is also true. Yeah. Tell me. Number K is true, L also true. No need to correct it, it's all true. Higher we go, greater is the air pressure. This is false. Higher we go, lesser is the atmospheric pressure. Lesser. At altitude, no, the pressure, atmospheric pressure decreases. When we go up, the pressure, atmospheric pressure becomes less and less. That is why the mountaineering, huh? KL, all are true. So they are true, so no need to correct it. They are true. Hmm. Which is the last one? Last one is false. Yeah. Higher we go, lower the pressure will be. Lesser the pressure will be. Pressure decreases with the height or with the altitude. Okay. All right. So we have done today true and false. We will be getting one more period on Friday. No? So Friday we will be discussing more questions. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All this we'll do discuss on Friday. Okay. Um, question answers. Okay, no, I think all will be coming here. All their chat will come here, and then we will report it to the school. Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, what we are saying? Question answer also we'll discuss only. Okay. Friday. Okay, okay. Okay, bye.